here. My bad I'm late. I was chatting and I lost track of time. Good chatting. So today I wanted to focus on the fact that Jupiter is in opposition of Pluto, which is a good time. So Jupiter is over there in Leo. Happy Jupiter return to my Jupiters and Leos in the building. That's me and my son, gang gang. But that's like we were born in what, like um 2014, 2002, 1990, 1978. Do I have to go back further than that? I hope not. Anyway, happy Jupiter return to y'all. It's a great time out here in these streets. Okay, Jupiter is all about expansion and abundance and joy and going beyond and above and abundance and optimism. And we're in our sacral chakra and we're giving birth to the things and we're all pleasure seeking and we're in our pleasure sensors and all that fun stuff, right? And Jupiter being in Leo is like Leo is the romantic, Leo is the thespian, Lyra, Leo. But Leo is the artist, the romantic artist. When I think of Leo, I think of a nice, like, Shakespearean poem. When I think of Leo energy, royalty and the riches and, pride and regal. And, you know, if it's overactive, it can be a little obnoxious and arrogant and a little too opinionated and stubborn because this is a fixed fire energy. But fixed fire is contained fire, right? You don't have to worry about it doing too much, but it depends on where you at on the spectrum. There's a spectrum to all things, y'all. And Jupiter says, we want more, okay? We want more creativity. We want more love. We want more romance. Start romanticizing your life, not for where you want it to be, but for where you're at. Where you're at should be romantic and beautiful and wonderful. And we're doing this to the fourth house. This is home and family. This is our nurturing spaces, our safe spaces. You should be romanticizing what you have in your home now. You should be romanticizing what you have in your family now. Being creative in these spaces, decorating, expanding, some of you guys moving, some of you guys creating new nurturing spaces, care spaces. Jupiter also deals with business aspects of things, and Leo is all up in your heart chakra with the confidence and courageousness. So we also have that energy there too. Standing on business. Some of you guys coming out with nurturing businesses. The fourth house is associated with Cancer, so that's intuition, spirituality, emotional connections, matriarchal energy, which is usually like the mommy, maternal, nurturing vibe. So any type of business is happening in that kind of space, you guys. This is a good time to get into your creative space for that, romanticizing your business to get it done. Being in your Tippereth here is very, very important. Making sure your heart is light as a feather, is balanced. Tippereth is the balance between your upper self, which is we're all in the Ketters and the crown chakra, as well as your lower self, which is your root chakra and how you sustain yourself in your physical reality. And they're here to complement each other, okay? So they're not here to compete. It's not lower self versus higher self. It's about completion, about them getting along with one another. And Leo being in the middle saying, we love the balance and we like to balance both of them. And Jupiter is like, yeah, we're going to expand on that balance. We're going to expand on that love and we're expanding on that creativity and we're getting all the things that we desire, and it's fun here. Now, right in opposition, we have Pluto. Pluto being in opposition is providing those transformations, right? The transformations are happening to our 10th house. So our space of discipline and structure and the laws and the boundaries and the restrictions that you guys have been having for yourself has been getting in the way of Leo, right? You guys have been putting a callus in your heart, becoming the lion with the sour grapes, you guys. You guys have been restricting your heart. I won't love. I'm not romanticizing things. I'll feel better when this happens. I'll be more positive when that happens. I'll, be more creative when this goes on over here. I'll be, more business centered when that goes right in my life. Right now it's 12:23 a.m. And all those things will happen, and once they're in alignment, then I'll be good, then I'll be happy, then I'll be optimistic, then I'll expand myself. Well, Pluto says, wait, well, one motherfucking minute. You can do it right now. Why can't time be now? And Pluto's like, oh, okay, you don't want to do it right now? Fine. I will create so many transformations in your space. You have no choice but to do it right now because Pluto is Oya and she's here for the dramatics too. Just as much as Leo is the thespian, don't never forget that Pluto is the dramatic, thespian. All right, Pluto's over there creating transformations in Aquarius, which deals with our revolutionary self, our place in society. Thank you, I appreciate that. Our ketters, which is our knowledge, how we socialize with one another, all those different things. And Pluto wants to create transformations there. I want to create transformations in how you place yourself in society, your outlook on society, how you're labeling and compartmentalizing, how you're supposed to be interacting in this society, because it's like creating this really strict program around here in your infrastructure, and you're not allowing yourself to do things that you need to do to experience that Pluto and Leo in the fourth house on the other side. And I don't understand why. Why do you want to be in the darkness? Why do you want to restrict yourself? Why are you hiding your gifts? How about that? Why are you hiding your gifts? Why are you hiding your heart and your creativity? Do you not know that people are waiting for you to be in the place that you're supposed to be in so that they can do the things that they're supposed to be doing? And you guys are over here like, no, 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 no. And you know what else does for the 10th house? 10th house, as well as Aquarius, rules over the root chakra. 10th house is Capricorn energy. This is the external side of the root chakra, which is the discipline that's a result of your outlook on society in Aquarius. Because Aquarius is swords, that's thought process. Those your thought process that creates your physical reality. Yes, we're on the same page? Yes, we're on the same page. Okay, cool. So Pluto is creating transformation all up in our root chakra. And that's why it's so difficult for a lot of you guys to obtain and maintain certain disciplines and orders and think like, we were raised a certain kind of way. A lot of you guys that are in the same generation as me, you guys probably have your Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus all in Capricorn, right? Got to remember that Pluto is still in Capricorn constellation. So by us having these placements in Capricorn, that Pluto is creating transformations in all of those spaces in our lives right now. Okay, our infrastructure, the things that we were taught, our upbringing, how our parents brought us up, how religion brought us up, how the education system brought us up, the economic system that we were brought up in, we were given all of these promises. If you go to school and then go to extra school, or you do right and you play the game, you're going to get a house and 2.5 kids and a dog with a white picket fence and 2 cars, and it's going to be easy to maintain those things. And then you work a little harder and you can do some trips. You know what I'm saying? But not too hard. It's nothing too crazy where you're out here struggling and falling apart. But, and that's what we were made to believe, said Neptune. And that's what we put in our root chakra, and how hard we work, said Saturn. And that was our progressive pushes. We were pushing ourselves to achieve these goals, said Uranus. And here comes Pluto providing all these transformations to these things. And it's making it so hard to obtain these things we've rooted ourselves in. And that's because we're supposed to let go of those roots, y'all. We are here not only is Pluto creating transformations in our root chakra as a collective, but remember our generation is also Pluto and Scorpio. We are the ones that's creating the transformation. And that can be really scary. And that's why we need to tap into Jupiter and Leo in the fourth house a whole lot more than what we're doing. I want us to take advantage of this energy. It's very, very important that we do, because we are the generation. So not everybody, not all of y'all is a generation, but I'm going to get into it, okay? Because Pluto is here to provide dramatic transformation. So Scorpius energy, which deals with empires, right? 9 generations is a whole empire. We're seeing the transformation of an entire empire. And that's why a lot of us have been innately speaking this whole new earth and one world order and new world order into existence, because we already knew, we already knew that we were the generation to experience that and to assist in facilitating it, in our own realms, whatever kind of reality you want to live in. There's so many different ways you can live this reality. It's truly up to you. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to live it on the AI side? Do you want to live it in the natural side? Do you want to be off grid? Do you want to be a business person and excel at that? Do you want to be a teacher? It's so many different ways you guys can live this reality. You don't have to do like, oh, it's only one or the other. It's binary and we're versus each other and we're warring and da da da. It's not like that at all, babies. You guys have to go outside and touch some grass, first of all, and then take a deep breath and realize, hey, I have the opportunity to, be a part of this here and now and the transformations of life as we know it. Life after our generation is going to be so different because then you have Pluto and Sagittarius, that's the, years after us. And what they're doing is they're going to be providing transformations to the philosophy, to the wisdom, to, the expansion of the things. They're going to expand on the transformations that we facilitate. And then you have Pluto and Capricorn. Those are the lawmakers that come into place. Now we're rebuilding the infrastructure. Now, then you have, what is it after Capricorn? Aquarius. Ooh, Pluto and Aquarius sounds crazy. Uh, they, those are the babies that's being born right now, and they're creating these transformations in society and how we socialize, and they'll be building upon that. And so, it's kind of so cool because time is not linear, because while we're going through this as adults, there's individuals being born into it. And some of you guys are being built and destroyed in the same realm. Like, some of you guys might, ascend while Pluto's in Aquarius and then come back while Pluto's in Aquarius to be that generation of Pluto and Aquarius. How crazy. How crazy is the thought? Um, but time is not linear for a lot of us. And so, that may be your destiny in that realm of things. However, coming back, dialing me back a little bit, I went a little bit too far into the future. Right now, we're providing transformations, to society, to this empire, and we're doing it on a social level, as a collective. And being a part of the transformation is where success is at, says the 10th house. It's where we'll come into authority. And, when you make the decision of, hey, Chris, when you make the decision of what facet of this empire, this new world, this new earth that you want to be a part of, you also ask yourself the question, who is my authority? Who's in charge here? Is it me? Is it some guy that died years ago? Is it some old organization, a temple of religion, my parents, my upbringing, whatever? Who is in my authority? You pick who you want. But y'all heard my rant yesterday when I said y'all better be picking yourselves, okay? I better not hear nothing outside of, it's me, I'm my authority. Okay, cool, thank you, we on the same page. I ain't gotta go off again. But, you ask yourself who's your authority, and once you make that decision, you're saying, okay, so what laws, what disciplines, what orders have I been implementing for myself? What restrictions, what kind of restraints? Because we all need some type of discipline in order to get the things, that we require, we desire. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of steps or order to get to that. That's how you turn a dream, into goals and make it attainable in the physical realm. Otherwise, it's just something in the Neptune. You know what I'm saying? Saturn, and then it's so beautiful because Saturn is over there next to Neptune. Like, hey, I saw that dream you had. Let's turn that into goals real quick. We can make that happen in the physical realm. Just, follow me and I'll help you bring that into the 10. You know what the 10 is? 10 is Jeb. That's Malkuth in the tree of life. You know what I'm saying? That's how we bring things into earth, through Capricorn. Slow and steady, hard work, infrastructure, and able to face the challenges that give us the strength that we need to keep flowing, to keep going. Now let's come back to Jupiter and Leo in the 4th house, because I really need y'all. We always talking about the darkness and structure and blah, blah, blah. I really want y'all to be in the lightness of it all. Jupiter is in opposition right now to remind us to have fun. We keep thinking about a destination, a destination, a destination. Do you guys realize that we're already in New Earth? Do you guys realize we're already in the New World Order? We're already in all those things you guys keep thinking is the final destination. And when we get to New Earth, and when we get to this, and when the empire falls, the empire is already fallen. Can't you tell? It's already fallen. We're in the middle of it. It's happening. We're in the journey. It's not a final destination. It's not a stop sign. It's not, you don't pull over into it and sit in the parking lot and go in the store. It's not one of those kind of situations. It's, everything is moving. Everything is moving, and we're in the midst of it. We are in New Earth. Now, all the things you said you wanted to do when New Earth got here, it's here. So now what? Let's romanticize it. Let's have fun. Let's be creative. We're here to expand beyond the laws. We're here to expand beyond the law and order, and it definitely goes to home, family, and your nurturing spaces. And I really want that for you guys. I really want y'all to be in y'all Tippereth in your confident and courageousness. And it's going to be really exciting. You know what's going to be even more exciting? When the sun catches up to Jupiter and Leo, and both of them are in opposition of Pluto. First of all, expect a big storm. Definitely a storm is coming. We already are experiencing the fires, which is, Jupiter is a fire planet and Leo is a fire sign. So, makes sense, makes sense. And then we have placements that we have happening in Aries. And for those of you guys that are talking about, the fires happening all over Canada, go back to the year of 2023. We experienced this before. You know what I'm saying? Go back. Hopefully you guys kept journals. You guys are paying attention. If not, if you had social media at that period of time, Facebook loves to remind us what we were going through, what was happening. You can always rewind back towards your personal social media Akashic records or whatever. If they, I swear, they want to be the new clear quartz crystals in our lives. But yeah, you can go back to those things and just think about, like, what was I doing in the year 7? The year 7 is somewhat synonymous with the year 1 that we're in now, because it's about going inward. It's about, not necessarily like solitude and isolation, but definitely being singled out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we were in the year 7, we were designing what we desired in our space and time. But now in the year 1, we're taking action on, new beginnings, embarking on new things, knowledge, and things of that nature. So go back to that last cycle we were in the year 7, and, try to pull some of that energy that you were trying to design, into this year 1, and take some action on it. Says Leo. We want you in your heart. We want you to have a good time, says Jupiter, and nurture these things. And it should be in your insight. It should be in your intuition, says the 4th house. And that's the whole point. The whole point is to have a good time. I want y'all to have a good time. I want you guys to enjoy, the experiences. I understand that Pluto is like tearing us apart, beating our ass, and we're like, life is life, and life is life, and everybody's in competition on who could pretend like life is not lifing the hardest, because we need to be social media influencers, and we need to look like we're on top, and we're still trying to keep up with these celebrities, and you guys are obsessed with sitting in the crowd of celebrities that's looking down upon y'all, calling y'all haters and dusty and broke and everything else. I don't know what that's about. Please get them motherfuckers out of y'all authority. They ain't worth it. They work for the government. I hope y'all know that. They're the clowns of the circus. And who funds the circus? The government. Come on now. Call spades spades. Support your local artists, please. There's some amazing local artists, I'm sure, in your neighborhood, in your Tri-City area, that makes the kind of music that you like to hear. And if you go to an open mic one night or go to a local showcase or something, I have no doubt in my mind you're going to find the artist that you're looking for. And they would appreciate your presence way more than these people that y'all over there putting on a pedestal and putting y'all hands in the air and paying y'all last $300, $400 for a ticket. But Pluto's creating those transformations. You know what I'm saying? Pluto is also showing us the importance of community and being a part of society, because that's what Aquarius is about. Aquarius is a level of socializing. Friendships are here, okay? So finding those friends that'll support you in your goals, in your aspirations, and where you're at spiritually, and your mindset of what success is. It's time to find those social circles. It's time to find those friends that are in alignment with those things that you aspire to do, that you would like to do. Find those friends that are undergoing some of the same transformations that you are, and y'all don't want to stay in it. I'm not talking about no trauma bonding, okay? I understand how Pluto could be so dramatic, it could be traumatic, as well as the 10th house Capricorn energy. The challenges can be a little too strengthening. I get that. We don't want no trauma bonding friends, because then y'all just gonna stay in it and keep reminding each other about the pain and the sorrow, and y'all ain't gonna go no further than that. We want people that's going through it, and it's like, oh, okay, well, you got this, you got these resources, you got that going on. Can you help me do this, and I help you do that, and this, that, and the third. Like, find your social circles, people that's actually going to be in motion with you and not sitting, because Pluto is water, Aquarius is air. They supposed to be in motion. Capricorn is a cardinal earth energy. That's motion. You know what I'm saying? It's slow and steady, but it's motion. We don't sit in these energies. You know what sits in water? Mosquitoes. And we don't like them niggas, okay? So, don't sit in it. Don't sit in it. And while we're moving through it, I want y'all to have fun. I know that social media, be careful with social media, y'all, because social media is convincing y'all that y'all depressed and scarcity and trauma and sadness and fear and anger and going back and forth and being mean to each other and arguing and more division because we can't come up to an agreement and da da da. And y'all ain't even realizing a lot of these accounts that y'all arguing with is not even real people behind them accounts, and some of them are just trolls, and some of them, yeah, some of them are just idiots behind it. I ain't gonna hold you. Some people are just slow. That's not your social circle, okay? So move on. Don't spend your time arguing with people when you can spend your time building with people. Y'all spending too much time going back and forth with people instead of finding the people that y'all can build with, grow with, and flow with, and really get through the things that you're going through. And a lot of you guys, I hate this word. Oh, I'm about to throw up in my mouth a little bit. We gotta work on vulnerability. We got to work on being honest about what we're going through and what our needs are. And I'm not talking about hopping online saying, hey, can I get $5? Can you guys help me pay my rent? I'm talking about really saying, hey, I need sustainable community. I want to be a part of a sustainable community and I want to contribute. This is what needs to start happening. This is what we need to start moving into. Aquarius is a cousin of Gemini who works on community and opportunities, and we have Mars and Uranus there. Progressive pushes are happening from the Geminis in our space. We got a Gemini president, y'all. I know y'all don't want to claim that man, but he a Gemini, and he's definitely rigorously providing those progressive pushes for us to move into communities and for us to change how we see that second house of business and material things. So it's time for y'all to flow, alchemize with this energy. It's not like y'all don't know what to do. I don't understand why everybody's like so hesitant to do it. It's okay if it takes a while for you to find your people. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I have a lot of Virgo placements. It does put me in a hermit space. It's just a lot of stuff that I just don't want to deal with. A lot of kind of energies I don't want to deal with. And if I be 100 with you, I do have my community. It's just we're all spread out, and everybody has their life, their own routine. However, we do interact with each other. We do, move with each other in certain kind of spaces. And in that space, I do, hope to find more people in the physical to align with just as much as I have people in the non-physical that I align with. And sometimes I do align with them in the physical. It goes back and forth. So, that's me being transparent with you guys. So you find what works for you. It's not always going to be like, oh, we're all going to live in a homestead together and it's going to be da-da-da. That might not be your reality, and that's okay. Your reality is going to be what it is for you, says Jupiter. You're here to expand beyond your own restrictions and limitations. Sometimes we go on social media and we see like, oh, the only solution is if we grow our own food and we're all living in the woods together and da 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 da. But that's also another sense of authority that you're putting into your space. Is that your sense of authority? Is that what you really want? Or are you watching somebody else say, hey, that's what you should want because this is the only way to do it because they have an overactive solar plexus chakra and they feel like whatever works for them should work for the whole wide world and y'all all better get with it. That's not everybody's place. That's not what everybody's here to do. Not everybody has the same journey. Not everybody, has the same experiences or the same desires. And we're here to respect each other's decisions and choices because I want y'all to do what y'all want to do. I don't want y'all to do what you guys are feeling restricted and challenged to be in because that's what's making y'all depressed. You're depressed because you're suppressing yourself. You're depressed because you're oppressing yourself. And it's all about your mindset. You've created a boogeyman outside of yourself saying, hey, this boogeyman behind the curtain that doesn't even know my name, doesn't know I exist, will somehow stop me from doing the things that I want to do. I don't know how they're going to stop me yet, but I already know they're going to stop me. And for that reason, I'm not even going to start. That's what a lot of y'all be saying. Stop doing that. Or y'all be like, hey, this person on the internet said I should want something different and I'm not being revolutionary enough, or I'm not going to survive if I don't do the things that they think I should do. So I really want to survive. So let me just force myself to do the things they want me to do, regardless of if it's what I really want to do or not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Carol, how you doing, beloved? I appreciate you. Don't do that. Do what you want to do. Everybody has their place. Everybody, you're here to share your uniqueness and your personal contribution to society. That's what I want for you. And I want you to be proud of it. And I want you to have joy. And I want you to be optimistic. And I want you to face every challenge that comes your way with your chin up and your chest out. Like, I am ready because this is something I love. And this is something I'm passionate about. And this is something I enjoy. And I can't wait to overcome this challenge so I can a take a seat afterwards with my cup of tea and my little slice of cake and my favorite TV show and say, yeah, I did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want for y'all. And it doesn't have to look like anything that anybody up here is doing. It's about you are unique. You are a fingerprint. That's what Aquarius says. You are unique. You are your own special fabric, your own special thread. And we all create our own unique thread, and we're all our own special thread to the collective fabric. That's what it is. All right. So let me read y'all out. We are doing revival cordyceps. We're here with the mushrooms today, y'all. And we're going to focus on Jupiter. We talked about Jupiter today being in opposition of Pluto, which is right here, Pluto. And I talked about Mars being over there in Gemini with Uranus. See, I be on point even when I'm not even trying to be on point. But I already told y'all many, many times, my cards are just my backup singers. They just be like, yeah, what she said. But we do want to focus on your joy and your expansion through the transformations. Like, come on now, you're supposed to be rising up off of this, but you're not rising up out of this with like sadness and despair and depression. Like, how you gonna fly? How you gonna give yourself the willpower to fly out of something in sadness? Like, no, you're supposed to be empowered. You're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be enjoy life. Like that last rep you do in the gym, like it feels amazing, and I did that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I started my day, and I'm amazing, and I'm motivated, and I'm confident now. My solar plexus chakra is on a beam, and we love it here. And then we have the reverse strength card. I'm not a fan of this. Feel like this is where we want to be, but for some of y'all this is where we're at, and I kind of went through it a lot already. We do, for those of you who don't know, this is a number 11. The strength card is number 11. So well, no, yeah, that's 11, X1, right? Because I'm like, no, it's 1X, but that's what it looks like. But 11 is self-mastery. I want y'all to master yourselves. You master your knowledge, taking initiative, taking action. The one is the solar plexus chakra. So you're supposed to master your strength, master that lion in you, which is your tipperef, that heart that's on fire. You do so well with that you automatically inspire people just by you master yourself, but you don't master yourself to create copy and paste people. That shouldn't be the intention. Like, I mastered this, I mastered myself this way, you need to do it too. That's not what we're doing. It's just like, I mastered this, and so that's convincing or influencing or inspiring someone to master what they have going on for what they want for themselves. Not they have to copy and paste what I'm doing because I mastered it. They should copy and paste and master it too. That's not how it works. All right. But I want you guys to work on your confidence and your courageousness. And when I speak to y'all, I swear on everything I love when speaking to myself, because I do be overthinking the shit out of shit. I be over here overthinking the shit out of shit. You understand me? I will overthink myself out of anything and everything, and I'm working on that too myself. So don't ever think that I'm coming from a podium and my nose is in the air and my pinky's high and I'm saying, hey, get it together. A lot of these downloads be for me too, y'all. They be for me too. But we want to work on speaking up. You know what I'm saying? You have the power to design what you desire in your space. So we want to speak up and we want to take action on it. And we're going to do that with the Seven of Cups. So we're going to help upright the Seven of Wands with the Seven of Cups. We got to get in our hearts with it. We have Venus and Scorpio. So we need transformations, empowering transformations and revelations in what we're designing in our space, right? That's 7. That's net talk. I've been talking about 7 all month because we're in the month of 7. We're in the month of net talk. The celestial designer, that's Het Heru, that's Venusian energy. That's why we have the Venus and Scorpio, right? So we're dealing with transformations here so that we can be in our 7 of Wands upright, so that we can be in our strength card, right? And it takes prayer in our solar plexus chakra. Prayer, we're talking about dragon breaths, Pay attention to what you're ingesting in your gut, which is very, very important right now because there's certain energies out here that's like, you know what, we're going to put some parasites in your gut because you know the gut controls the mind and everything starts with a thought. So if I put these chemicals in your gut, these parasites, this, that, and third in your gut, guess what? Those things is what's controlling your minds. That's what's helping oppress you and suppress you and make you angry and make you feel misaligned. It also puts you to sleep, don't it? Now, certain foods you eat should not, first of all, food should not be putting you to sleep. Food is supposed to give you energy, okay? So if you eating something that's putting you to sleep, that's literally designed to slow down your solar plexus chakra, and then you wonder why you feel lazy and you're unmotivated and you're not getting things done and you're gaining weight and now you're not moving towards certain things anymore. You're choosing to eat instead. Yeah, that's that control over your solar plexus chakra. You got to watch what you eat because there's definitely a battle on that energy, on all your faculties, but definitely there too. When we in prayer, we're doing gut breaths. We're praying, we are meditating. You don't have to use the exact word prayer. I understand that prayer is a trigger word for some of y'all. I get that. Meditation, affirmations, sound baths, activation, invocation. We can use those words instead. All the same thing. I want y'all to focus on y'all solar plexus chakra. Focus on your confidence and courageousness. Focus on your joy and your empowerment as you rise above. We are the Pluto and Scorpio people. This is what we're experiencing as a collective. Now, as individuals, how are you contributing to this? How are you helping facilitate this for the collective? You know, you guys all have your own unique desires and dreams and goals and aspirations on how you're going to contribute. Some of y'all want to go in the front line. Some of y'all want to be artists. Some of you guys want to be teachers. Some of you guys want to be politicians. Some of you guys want to be business owners with your particular business. Some of you guys want to do the retreats and do the healing. Some of you guys want to do a multitude of things. You just want to have different chapters of experiences. You're allowed to do all of that. That is what you bring to the table. Bring that shit. Bring that shit happily. Expand beyond the barriers that's being created. You know this a war. You know it's gonna be challenges. You know it's certain energy that's scrambling to maintain a certain power because they already know their time been up. They're trying. So to think, all right. So we're already in New Earth. I want y'all to experience that. We're already in New Earth. It's already happened. We've already had the transformation in how we get our money. You see, currency is everywhere right now. You see how we're experiencing all these storms with oil? But that also rules over the currency, right? Currency, the flow. That's also, currency is everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Everything is currency. It's a way to flow it out of you and flow it in you. It's literally everywhere. Now, we can look at that as an issue, or we could look at that as a blessing. We could look at that as a video game. My video gamers out there, like, dang, everywhere I go, I can collect a damn golden coin. A HP point is everywhere. I'm just out here collecting them. They're so abundant. And then I can spend them, and then collect them and spend them again, and collect them and spend them again. You know? And every now and then we come across a couple challenges that require a certain few amount of HP points. But HP points are so everywhere. I'm just going, da da da. You know what I'm saying? And so while we are building up our reality, there are certain entities that are trying to rebuild their reality. And for us, it's like, oh, look at them trying to, maintain control. They already lost control. What you mean maintain control? Their empire has already failed. They're not going to tell you that it failed. That doesn't suit them to sit on the cameras and say, hey, y'all, the empire has fallen. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. There will be signs. And I'm sure you guys see the signs. Like, the signs have been in our face to the point where we're looking at like certain news channels like, oh my God, is this a joke? Like, what is this going? Like, is this an SNL skit? No, baby, this is what it looks like when the incompetent fall. When in the movie The Wiz or The Wizard of Oz, whichever version you've seen, The Wiz is mine, okay? When they finally pull back the curtain and you see the scared dude and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And he's trying to scramble to stay in power, like, I can do this, I can't do that, don't tell nobody, like, yeah, that's where we at now. It's already done. We already seen it. We already seen you. Like, it's out there. And now it's time for us to do our own thing. It depends on who you're putting in your authority determines, how easy or how difficult that's going to be. And then once again, like I said, it's time for y'all to find y'all social circles to do the things with. A lot of you guys are adamant about doing things by yourself, and I'm not saying you have to have a whole squad of 150 strangers. Some of y'all just got, I got my couple of siblings and my parents, or I got, my partner and, his sister and brother, or it doesn't have to be this big grandiose thing. Don't fall for that trap neither. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever works for you. However, not here to do everything by yourself. You deserve a community. You deserve support. That's what you deserve. Pluto's here to show y'all and open up space because no two things can stay in the same place at the same time. So certain space, certain things, certain elements of society and stuff like that, they can't be here no more. And yeah, it sounds like a sacrifice to a lot of you guys who were holding on to those little things for dear life, even though they were suppressing and depressing and oppressing you. You were still holding on to it because it was familiar. And Pluto said, "Let the fuck go," because there's some stuff that you need to have instead, and you need to have it. But I know it's unknown, and I know that unknown is scary. But this is what you truly prefer. So like, allow yourself to have that. The unknown is exciting in a sense, isn't it? And so I like this. We got Lost Secrets as the divination card, the extra, and then look, 8-0. We got transformations happening in our space. That's Pluto over there. And what are they doing? They're chatting. That's the Aquarius, the social circles. A lot of lost secrets coming out when we find our space of society. We start exchanging knowledge. We start doing the things. I really like this reading for us. Do y'all like it? Are y'all here for it? Are we going to have joy through these transformations, or y'all still going to be over there be depressing yourself, making sure that your cellular extensions uh, put a whole bunch of depressing shit in y'all algorithms? Because I know y'all see it. It's all this trauma bonding happening all over the internet, trauma bonding and arguing. I want y'all to find joy. I want y'all to find happiness. I want y'all to tell these meta platforms to go to hell. We're having a good time. We know everything's on fire, and we're about to go get some marshmallows and make some motherfucking s'mores in the midst of the fires. You know what I'm saying? New beginnings, and not just in our mind, but it's also happening in our physical reality. It's also happening in nature. It's happening with the animals. Some of the animals have to disappear. They have to go extinct. That's a part of nature. Animals go extinct all the time, and then new species pop up. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be able to see all that. It's like seeing every tree that falls in the forest. You're not going to be able to see every tree that falls in the forest. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to make a big hoopla every time you see a tree, drop, knowing that there's always trees dropping? You just don't see them all? Like, come on now. This is a part of the cycle. And I just want y'all to have fun. If you guys would like a personal reading, feel free to reach out. I do personal astrology readings and numerology readings. My astrology readings, I specialize in aligning your astrological chart into your chakras or your sephiros so you can internalize these electromagnetic energies, because they're around you, yes, but they're in you, and I want you to learn how to utilize them in you when the outer world, in your energy exchanges with other people who have different placements in them, while there's the transit going on around you. You know what I'm saying? Being able to alchemize above all that, it helps a lot in conflict prevention, resolution, business planning, organization building, board building, getting in tune with your energy cycles. And for some of you guys that just feel lost, like, I'm having a transformational moment in my life and I don't know, what I'm supposed to be doing next. You know what I'm saying? I feel lost. I don't know what to do. That's, these things help out a lot. I also do numerology chart readings that'll get you in tune with your pinnacles and your periods and the gematria of your name and stuff. Just feel free to reach out. I love what I do, and I would be more than honored to help you guys out with that and help you do it. And empower you to learn how to do it yourself as well. So, I'm not one of those people where you got to keep coming back to me for the rest of your life, unless you want to, because I'm really good at what I do. But I do, strive to empower you to learn how to do it yourself. because that's what it's all about. We have to learn how to empower each other. I want to empower you guys. I want y'all to feel confident and courageousness when y'all go out into this world and embark upon your dreams. We need your dreams. We need your dreams into this physical realm because it'll help all of us. It'll help all of us if you follow your dreams, okay? Um, yeah. And if you guys just tuned in, I am on YouTube. You guys can catch me from the beginning. All right, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy third decade of the month. It's a great time here. And peace, y'all. I love you guys so much. It's such a great time here.